The social media industry is expanding at a rapid rate, with over 1 billion users worldwide and new platforms emerging each day. A substantial proportion of the global population is already embracing this rapidly changing social environment. Social media has become a pillar for communication and the necessary tool for information in contemporary society. While the evolution of new media is creating a vast amount of new opportunities, many argue that it is damaging towards society and our humanity. In Lecture 5, Stephen Harrington stated that the myths and assumptions associated with media can be categorized into 3 dimensions: physical dangers, physical effects, and social effects. These can then be used to critically analyze the implications of social media. The social sphere is a complex issue, one of which there is no definitive answer. However, it can be critically analyzed using Stephen Harrington's 3 dimensions to gain a deeper insight to the positive and negative effects of social media. The physical dangers of social media have been exposed. In the Week 6 lecture, Harrington listed cyberstalking, harassing, bullying, and trolling as just some of the few negative effects caused by social media. The Sydney Morning Herald released a story in 2010 labelled "Facebook Killer Jailed for 21 Years." Christopher James created a Facebook account under a fake name to ultimately lure a teenage animal lover into the bushland before killing her. This is a tragic event, but why is Facebook being highlighted? This can be explained by the car crash analogy that Harrington spoke of. In a car crash, you will blame the driver for speeding, driving under influence, or just being unsafe. The car itself would not be the one to blame. So why is social media? Facebook was merely a tool used to communicate. The same situation could have happened with a phone, an email, or in-personal contact. Social media has caused a moral panic. This killing has spiked a media-generated hysteria along with many others, resulting in people reacting with heightened emotion, hostility, and fear. However, these panics never seem to last long. Christopher was forgotten about after 2 weeks, with different scandals taking the limelight. Social media is a digital entity and has been linked to real-life health issues, including that of the body and mind. One argument is around the amount of time young people are connected to social media, thus relating to an addictive behavior. In Diana Boyd's book, It's Complicated, she states that teens lack the capacity to maintain a healthy relationship with social media. Boyd then continues to suggest teens lack control and that a passionate connection with the internet should be considered a serious illness. She goes on to pull a connection between panics of previous generations around that of the television. Is this really an addiction though? During a lecture, Stephen Harrington proposed this idea of adolescents having less social freedom. Growing up in a culture where the crime rate is perceived by the public to be growing, and many restrictions are then put on them. They have restricted access to public space and transport, thus resulting in less in-person social time. Harrington told a personal story of him walking home from school with his friend at the age of 9. Today, letting your child walk without parental supervision is just not done, and this impromptu social time is lost. Therefore, social media is the alternative option created from this heightened level of surveillance. David Gauntlett argues that social media has the potential to reconstruct society, bring back our desire to create and share a social freedom older generations took for granted. Finally, social media and new media is not a good or bad argument, but lives in the grey space. There are many advantages like increased access to information and communication, but like any powerful force, there can also be major implications. We as a society need to learn and adapt different behaviours so that we can reap the rewards of social media rather than live in the fear of it. Thank you.